All right, so yesterday we were introduced to subtraction of mixed numbers, and we went through a couple problems, 3 and 4 on this page, and then you guys did 5 through 12. Today we're going to continue subtracting mixed numbers. I have 3 problems I'd like to go through on this page, and then you guys are going to try some on your own. So let's take a look, just a friendly reminder, and I'm going to say this often, but you need to rewrite these problems on a sheet of notebook paper. They do not give you enough space here to work the problem out and solve. You also need to get in the habit of writing that vertically, not horizontally as you see here. So we have the problem 6 1/3 minus 5 2/3. So now I'm going to get my piece of notebook paper. If you don't have one, you should take one out and follow along. The first thing I want to do is make sure I'm writing the larger mixed number on top when I rewrite this vertically. Just like a regular subtraction problem, your bigger number must go on top. So 6 is greater than 5. So the first number I'm going to write is 6 1/3 and then subtract the 5 2/3. Yesterday we learned that mathematicians must look at your numerators and the fractions before you get started. So I'm working with 2/3 and 1/3. Well, 1 minus 2 will not work. So now I have to do some regrouping. So I'm going to take one whole figure away. That leaves me with 5 wholes. And then I take this whole away and add it to my fraction. So I'm regrouping. So I might even draw the arrow there to remind myself. Well, if I'm working with thirds, one whole would be 3/3. So now I'm going to add these two fractions together. I have a new mixed number of 5 and 3 plus 1 is 4, 4/3. Now I can go ahead and slide this mixed number over to subtract 5 and 2/3. Just like before, we're going to start right here with our fractions and do our subtraction. And now we can see that we can subtract 4 minus 2, which you guys know would leave us with, wrong way, 2/3. And then if we subtract 5 minus 5, we have nothing. You don't need to write a 0 here, just leave your answer as 2/3. Excellent. Let's go back to page 367. So we did problem 13 on our paper. So now we're going to look at problem 14. 9 2/4 minus 6 3/4. So again, Mrs. Body has rewritten this vertically with the larger mixed number on top. And now the first thing I'm going to do is pay close attention to the numerator in my fractions. I can't take 3 away from 2. Right? 2 minus 3 doesn't work. So I have to regroup. So I'm going to take away a whole figure here. So now I'm left with 8 as my whole number. And then I'm going to regroup that one into a fraction. If we're working with fourths, a whole would be all 4 out of 4 pieces. So now I'm able to rewrite this number. It would be 8 and 4 plus 2 is 6, 6/4. I don't have to change this number. I'm just going to rewrite it, 6 3/4, and just make sure that we did this correctly. If we did, we should be able to subtract now 6 minus 3. We can do that. 6 minus 3 is 3, so I have 3/4 as my fraction, and then 8 take away 6 leaves me with 2, or an answer of 2 3/4. Moving right along, let's look at question number 16. 16 looks kind of like the one we did yesterday. It's a little bit different. So I've gone ahead and rewritten this problem here. We have to be very comfortable with all of these though. So it's really important that we look at different scenarios. Kind of like this one where we don't have a fraction. So what do we do? Well, this would be kind of like 0 halves, and you can't take 1 away from 0, right? You can't take 1/2 away from nothing. So you've got to regroup just like you normally do. So take one of these whole figures away and know that you're going to regroup. You're left with 6. And now, if you're talking about halves, right, a whole would be 2 out of 2 pieces. So you can rewrite this number now as 6 and 2 halves, taking away 3 and 1 half. Now you are able to subtract. 2 minus 1 leaves you with 1. Your denominator doesn't change at all. That's still 1 half. Then you can subtract your whole numbers. 6 take away 3 leaves me with 3 and 1 half. Excellent. You guys have a couple problems that you are going to try today. You are solving down here at the bottom, 21 through 24. And on the back, you have 2 word problems, number 29 and 30. These are both exit tickets that you will also complete. Those are uploaded in Schoology just like normal, and then we will go over these problems in our math meeting. Let me know if you have any questions.